It Talking, showing how we are West Africans, or showing woke Tepulites how we are sub Saharan West Africans. This includes those of you who are in the Moorish Science Temple, the Nation of Islam, the 5% Nation of Gods and Earths, various Kemetic Hotep claimers, self proclaimed copper colored Aboriginals, Dane Calloway followers, etc., etc. Okay, now, so one of the ways you can determine who is related to who is by looking at languages, doing comparative linguistics. Now, right now, you are looking at languages under the Niger Congo language family, macro language family, and under the Mande language family. And what we see, some of the similarities, hopefully, if we can get it to stay focused, is that, and these are numbers. So in this language called Saya or Sia, and in this language called Soninke, we see that the word for two is Pila, and in the Sia language, and it is Philo or Philo in the Soninke language. We see that number one, to make sure I'm counting, 1, 2, 3, 4 is Nya in the Sia language, and Nakato. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be pronounced like a Cha or a Sha, but anyways, the first part, Nya, and we see Na, everything does not line up exactly. For example, this is Fun, and this is Tamu, so we see that there are some differences. And we see Sa here and Siko here, but this here, this Pila here and this Philo here, and this Na here and this Nakato here are deemed enough, at least, to put these into the same group of languages. And we also see that across languages, we see Siko here, and Bozo language, CK, Susu, Sakan, Yalunka, Sakan, Segba, Segba, Sawa, Sapa. So we see these are all number 3. So we're going to go all the way down. We're into Mandinka. We see that Mandinka has Fula, and Malinke has Fula. Bambara or Manankan has Fila. The word for one we see is similar amongst some of these languages. Okay, now we're going all the way down. We're still dealing with the Mande languages. Pile, play, fie, plong, pa, play, pilong, pie. That's for number 2. For number 3, we see yaka, jaga, ya, yang, nga, yaka, yaka. So we see that there's some differences yet similarities, and I'm doing the best I can as far as pronouncing these. Okay, going down to Fula, you see if there's anything that is similar. So for Fula and then Serer, see Fula has for number 3 Tat, and Serer has Tadik. If there anything that is shared between Wolof, they have Wolof as being um, well, this is now we've gotten into the West Atlantic family, but keep here we see Wolof Bena as being one, and if we go all the way back up here, we see Sanenke has Bane as being one, and I don't really see exactly a correspondence. Maybe I don't know if this Nanent and Nai for the Fula Nai, number 4 Nai in Nanent, and then there is for 5 that Fula has Jiao, and Wolof has Jerome. Serer has Nakich, and for the dialects of, let me see, Serer, yeah, I don't quite see as many, that much of a correspondence, but going down, they have Shagin or Kagan, and I see that these different languages have similar words for one, Yuna, Yena, Yena, Wena, Yenor, and Danke and Dankia for 10, Dankia 10. So I see some similarities here. For Manjanko, for Man, where am I? Cursor back. For Mankanya, I see Lolan, and I see Lolong, and I see Balan, I see Folden, see Polong, Indong, Jonol, I'm not sure, maybe Janol and Janor would be similar. And I do see some similarities and some differences. So we're going to go past, and here we go into Southern Nagola language between Limba and Gola. And this is not the same Limba as the Limba of South Africa. I see for number 2, I see Tai and Tie. And then for Limba, for the 4th number, I see Tano, and Gola, I see Tina. And number 10, I don't see a similarity. For Timne, trying to see what, okay, so for Timne, I see Sauce for number 3. And for a language called Bohm, I see Tot. Let's see. Okay, boom. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. For the Bohm language, I see Samba as 7, and I see Iwum for 10. Let's see, going down, and for Sherbro, I see Wong for 10, and for, I guess it's a different dialects of Bulom. There's North Bulom, Mani, where I see Wong for 10, and there is South Bulom, Sherbro, I see Wong for 10. And for Kisi language, I'm trying to see if I see anything that, okay, so for Kisi language, the number for, where are we? 4 is Holu, and for Sherbro, it's Hyo, and 10 is Wong. So this is showing you, again, these are showing you cognates. These are now the Kru languages, and I'm going to see if I see anything that corresponds that's causing them to put these together. Actually, I don't see much in the way of things that are related, but I see Fu here, and coming to go up for Fu, I see 10 is Fu here, and I think I saw, okay, I see Bu here for 10, and I see Fu here for 10, and that was, I think, a Mandi language, and I see Fu here for 10 for Susu. So sometimes it looks like I will see a cognate in a different branch. Let's go. Okay, we'll skip past that. Oh, okay, here's where we can see something. Okay, so this language, Sime is Siamu. For the third letter, I see Tiar. This language, not third letter, third number, number 3, I see Tiar here. I see Tian here, and I see Ita here. Then going down here, Bakwe, I see Ta, Bete, I see Ta, Dalo, I see Ta, Ta, Godie, Dita, Vada, Yokobie. I put a, this must be some type of prefix. I see Mata, and Neo, I see Ta. Going down for, what is the number for 10? I see similar letters. I keep saying letters. Similar numbers for 10. Now, so far, it's saying, how does he show that we are West African? Doesn't seem exactly that I've done that. They're showing that these languages are related. However, genetically, we are related to people who spoke these languages. These languages, Niger-Congo languages, are not spoken in what is now the Middle East. Karumfe and Dome in Brahmo, Dome, Eta here. Again, number 3, we see Eta here. We see Inya here and Na here for 5. Now we see Buli Koma, Wanyi, okay, Bata. So now we see Ta or Eta here, and we see Bata here. So this Ba must be a prefix. See Na here, and Banasi. We see Enom, Honu, and Banu. So what we looks like we're looking at now are some sort of prefixing, I would say. And Noom for 10. West Oti Volta for the Fra language. See that number 3 is Tan. A bunch of other languages that have Ta. A number of them having an N sound. Nasi, Nase, Nahe, Nasi, Nadi, Anasi, Nasi, Nasi, Nahi, Anasi. So, and then for 10, we see different. We see Pia, Pia, Piga, Pa, P, Poo, Pig, Pig, or Pig, Pia, Pia, Pia. Alrighty now. So now I'm gonna skip a number of families. And now we here are now in Ubangian by Banzili, by Baya, Mbaka, Manza. So number 1 we see Pokpo and Po. For 4 we see Nar, Nale, Nare. For 3 we see Tar, Tale, and Tare. For 2 we see Yeto, which is a deviation, but then we see Boa and Boa. And Bandi and Sango, we see Koi for 1 and Akal. We see Se and Ose. 3, we see Ota. And what do we see for 10? Okay, so for 10, we see Bu and Bu, Sui Koi, and Bale Akal. All right, so going down. So, okay, Ija Defaka, different Ija languages. So, Kenny for 1, Kenes, Ngai, and Kioi for 2. So, Kenny and Kenes look to be related. For 2, we see Mamu, Mamu, Mai, and Mai. 3, Taru, Taru, Tere, Taru. 9, Noin, Ini, Ine for 3. Coming over here to 10, looks like all of the words for 10 seem to be cognates. They look similar. They're pretty much the same word. And by the way, once we got into Ija Defaka, we are now in Nigeria. Okay, now, not saying that we're necessarily remaining in Nigeria, because for these are the Akan languages of Ghana. I see Echo, Kor, Bako, Echo, Ku, Echo. So the words for 1 are similar in these Akan languages. I see similar words for 2. Biasa, Miansa, Biasa, Mian. Okay. So these look like these words for 3. Some of the words for 3 look to be cognates. For 4, I see what look to be cognates. 5, I see what looks for cognates. And what we have for 2? I'm sorry, for 10. Eddie, Edu, Do, Edu, Edu, Blue, Bulu, Buru, Buru, Ebru, Bunu, Idu, Idu, Du, Kudu, Ilu, Kudu, Gudu, Gudu, Kudu. Central Togo. Okay, I see Enwe or Ahwen, Ahwen, Unwi, Ungwe, Ungwe, Ili, Ole, De, Di, Inyo, Inyon, Inyon, Nwa, Mong. Okay, Efa. Here I say SCA, Ite, Ete, Inse, Ita, Ota, Ta, Ela, Ena. So, okay, so I see what looks to be similar, and if I'm not saying these correctly, I don't speak any of these languages, and there are some symbols that I think I am pronouncing somewhat right, but I might not be. Hopefully, I'm not wasting my time as far as the camera. Okay, so I see here Ga, or for one in Ga, Echo, and going up, I see Oko here with a Con Twi, and for Adangme, which is related language, I see Inyo for number 2. Uh, Ga and Adangme have a similar word for 3, and they have a similar word for 10. Ewe, Echo, and Eka, or Kake, I can see some similar. These could be uh, possibly related. For Fong, which is related, I see, okay, for words for 3 look to be cognate. For 4 look to be cognate. 5 look to be cognate. About 10. And once again, going on to 10, it looks to be cognate. So now we will skip down in central Niger, which again, we are now back in Nigeria. So for the Ibera language, the word for 3, Eta, in the language called Gade, I see Ita, Nupe, I see Guta, Idoma, I see Eta, Etulo, I see Eta, Yala, I see Eta, Igede, I see Eta, and then I see it deviates with this Ola. And Idoma, Etulo, Yala, the number for 4, Na, Ine, Igbera, and Ena, I see Ena, and over here I see Aloy, his language called Aloy. And Igede, I see Iru, and I see Ola. Let's see, what do we see for 10? Okay, so some of the words for 10, they look to be cognate. Yoruba and Igala. The word for 2, edgy. 3, eta. Yoruba, Aaron. Igara, Ele. Yoruba, Aaron. Igara, Elu. Then, where we at now? We're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 7, Efa. And going all the way down to 10, I see Ewa and Egwa. So And for these Edo languages, I see similarities in words for two, for three, for four. I see some five. Is this four? Make sure I'm not losing count. Okay, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 5. Okay, 6. Let me count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I see some similarities for 5. 6. I see some similarities here. 7. You see some for 8, 9, and 10. I see similarities. Now for Igbo, for 5, I see some similarity. I see similarity for 5 with Edo, with some of the Edo languages, and for an Igbo, I see Ato, Eto, Eto, and Epeye. It deviates with Equere. I see uh, similarities. See some similarities. And 10, I see cognates with 10 for the Igbo languages. Going now into Cross River or Delta Cross, I see 1 is cognate, 2 is cognate, 3 is cognate, 4 is cognate, and skipping to 10, see 10 is cognate. So now we get into what they're calling Benue Zanesi. I know I skipped some. Tape might run out. Okay, so I see a language called Amo. I see Mba for 2, and I see PT, Aba for 2, Natat, and then Tat, and Titat. Okay, I see Nas and Tinas, Amo, and okay, so I see cognates here. I see some core and Kori, I see 10. I said, okay, so I see some cognates in these various languages. Now I think we're now in Cameroon here. And I might do some skipping. Okay, so here I see Legum and okay, Ngoi, Hungaro. Let's see, what number is this? I think this is number 7. Let me just make sure to count over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, Zambia is 7. Similar words for 10. Plateau, now we're back in Nigeria. And number 3, I see Tot for IU. For Yashi or Hasha, I see 3 as Tot. And these don't look quite to be cognates as 10. Maybe this Sulk and this Wook, I'm not sure. And Warrior, I'm not sure about how that would be cognate with each other. Skipping down. Quite a lot to cover. Okay, Tarok is a language spoken in Nigeria. And I see number 3. I see a tot. I see another tot. I see a song and a song for 10. I see a whirl. I don't know if I see another cognate here for these. Okay, so now we're into broad bantu. Jarawan, echoid. I say, okay, Bai, Bali, Bar. Some similarities here. And Ngani